Oh, hey guys, my name is Sam Bischoff. Got a really nice episode for you today, so I hope you really enjoy it. Bye. Good morning, amigos. It is 11 a.m., and I've only been up for an hour. I have a shiz ton of stuff to do today, and so we gotta get started. I set my alarm for 7, I woke up at 6:30, then I fell back asleep till 10. So we're getting a late start. We're gonna get cooking, and I'm gonna show you what we got going on, and here's a little deer. This guy's cool. He's made out of rope, and I watched a guy make it on the streets when we went to Thailand. And this is the only souvenir I bought. All right, we're gonna get going. Lots to do. Guess I'll get started. If you guys didn't know this already, I run a sock company called Bomb Socks with a good friend of mine. It's a company we started about a year ago, and we've been growing it grassroots, bootstrap style from the very beginning. We manufacture out of China. We have a massive order coming in like 2 weeks, and so we have to get ready for that. This is where I keep all the socks and the samples and all our new designs. So we're releasing like over a dozen new designs, and I have to photograph pictures for each one of these and get them put up on our website. So that's my main task today. We're trying to get that done this week so we can get that launched. Starting a company from scratch has been one of the coolest projects we've ever done. We've learned a ton, it's been ridiculous. And our goal is to expand that and scale that and grow it even further. In fact, that was the reason why I left my old job, was to focus on this company. The point of Bomb Socks was to build an automated business, a lifestyle business. And what I mean by automated is taking the systems that it takes to run a company and either outsourcing them or finding companies that do those things for you and then still make it all work within profit margins so that we can be profitable as well. To give you a quick example, for the first 8 months or so, we shipped every order ourselves, and we shipped hundreds of orders in that time. And now we've moved to a drop shipper. And so what that means is our socks go straight to a warehouse in Idaho after they've been manufactured, and our orders go to them where they pack it, they ship it, and they send it all out on our behalf rather than us having to deal with inventory, which is super nice because what that allows us to do is focus on sales, advertising, and marketing, and not worry about all the day-to-day stuff. That's what we're working on today. I am going to get started. Okay, bye. So the good news is I just finished taking all the pictures. Bad news, now I have to edit them. Good news, I'm a panda. So since we're on the topic of Bomb Socks today and businesses and making money, I wanted to go through a quick rundown of how to start a business online or how to get your idea started. Everybody at one point in time has had an idea where they think, oh, I should make that or I should do this because that's a genius idea. And what you're doing is you're identifying that there's a need somewhere and you're solving that, right? You're beginning to solve it. So you see a need, there's something lacking, you think, well, this would fix that, that's a great idea. And so ideas are simply solving a need that you learn and you train yourself to recognize in the world around us. Now, I've read it multiple times that everybody will have $1 million idea at least once in their life. The trick is execution. So many people will have the idea, think that's great, and then they'll just fill themselves with doubt and say, oh, I've never done this before, I don't know how to do that. And they'll throw it by the wayside, and before you know it, you'll see your idea on Shark Tank in your living room, and you'll be kicking yourself for having not done it. Case in point, I swear, When I was 8 years old, I invented the autonomous vehicle, self-driving vehicle. I was in my car, no, I wasn't even in my car, I was riding in the back seat because I was an 8-year-old little turd. But I was thinking, how cool would it be, and this is like the 90s, it's like, that stuff was like future stuff. How cool would it be to be able to just type in a destination and then be able to play Game Boy the whole way to wherever you're going in a car and not have to drive? And that's coming. It's happening. They exist right now, and it's gonna improve and get crazy. Now, obviously I was 8, I had no resources to actually go and make that happen, but the idea was mine. So Google, Tesla, remember that, cut me in. But on the real, here's an idea that I did see end up on Shark Tank that it wasn't stolen, I just didn't execute on it, and so someone else came up with the idea. So years ago, for a long time, I've kept a notebook where if I have a good idea, I'll write things down, or a spreadsheet on my phone. And this particular one, little and random, was superhero or Disney themed bed sheets for kids with a fitted sheet and then the blankets zipped in like a sleeping bag, right? So you put the fitted sheet on, and then all the way around the bed is a zipper, and the kids never have to make their bed again. The mom yells, "Make your bed," and you're like, okay, bzz, done, right? That exact same thing ended up on Shark Tank. I was sitting in my living room eating food, watching Shark Tank, and this lady came and she pitched that idea and she got a deal, and now she's making zip-up kids' bed sheets, and Sam Bischoff invented that in his mind. Here's the trick though, is it starts with an idea, but if you don't execute, your idea is garbage. And there's a quote that correlates with that. I read this in a book yesterday. This is Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game. I'm going to talk about this book a little bit more in a few other books that I think you should read. But the quote is as follows: knowledge is not mastery. Execution is mastery. Execution will trump knowledge every day of the week. So the point being there is you can have a million ideas that are worth $1 million and never execute, and you'll still be broke. How do you take an idea to something physical or a service or something that you can sell? Well, you execute. And here's how we did it specifically with Bomb Socks. And this is how it can work for you in theory. So you start with an idea, right? You start with an idea, you've been thinking about it, you're getting excited about it. Now you need to just do a low run, low budget production of that item or that service or whatever it is you want to offer, and you need to try to sell it. That's it. Don't worry about building a website and making business cards and getting all fancy. Just gauge the market. See if there's a demand for what you're offering, and see if you have any sales. So in the case of Bomb Socks, what we did is we had the idea. We were riding kind of that wave of crazy socks, like Stance Socks started. We had a company make these socks with the images that we were putting on these socks for 20 bucks a pair. So custom made socks. We made 4 pairs of socks. So it cost us $80 to get started. Took pictures of them, posted them on Facebook, and just said, hey, if anybody is interested in these socks, this is an idea we've been kicking around, shoot us an email, we'll get you on the list, and we'll take your order. Overnight, we had like $400 or $500 worth of orders on our socks. So we knew that we had an idea that was validated, right? Because it's not truly validated until somebody wants to buy it. You can hype it up in your mind and think this is the greatest idea forever, but if you're spending all this time building websites and everything has to be perfect, someone else is gonna beat you to it, the timing's gonna be wrong, and it may not even be a winner in the first place. So don't go all in, just test it, see if you can have sales. So idea, execute, sales. And one of the things that really played to our benefit is that we identified a niche market, right? Because what that allows you to do is advertise and market to something very specific rather than trying to sell somebody a new cell phone or a new camera or something that's very popular. There's huge, massive marketplaces for it. You know, the large companies are going to beat you out in advertising and marketing every day. And so identify a niche or a product or a service that has a different angle on it or something specific that you can market to that makes your job much easier. And in our case, it was socks, which Stance Socks, if you're familiar with them, really popularized the crazy socks. But what we did was identify a niche within the crazy socks that we could market to. Our socks are all faith-based apparel. So I'm LDS. If you're not familiar with that, you could picture Bible stories printed on a sock. Like, in fact, Noah's Ark. I don't have it here. But Noah's Ark on a sock, or Jonah and the whale, things like that, and we market to a Christian market, which nobody has really done. And we've had a lot of success with it because it's a very niche market. Since that time, all we've done is bootstrapped our company, not bootstrapped, bootstrapped. And what that means is that we didn't take on investors. We did have offers for people that wanted to invest. We didn't take on any debt on our company. We sold those first 4 pairs of socks and took pre-orders until we could place an order for those socks. And in the beginning, it was as ghetto as it gets. This is somebody else's logo. This is the company that printed these socks for us, CES, and we sold thousands of pairs with someone else's logo on it, and nobody even said a thing about it. And we just did it because that's what we were able to do. And we were basically just breaking even on our socks. Now we manufacture in China. We get it produced and manufactured for much, much cheaper, where we actually can make a profit from it. And we have our own branding on the socks. But we grew organically. That was the thing, is we really focused on our social media presence, customer service, to provide a good experience. And the benefit there is that you learn everything as you go. Had we taken on money and placed this huge order, I think we would have set ourselves up for a bit more failure, because we wouldn't have gone through those processes ourselves and learned really how to properly run our business. Our website would have crashed, our customer service wouldn't have been on point, our email marketing wouldn't have been there. You know, we've taught ourselves everything we've needed along the way, but it also allows a solid foundation for our business to stand on as we continue to grow and develop. And now we're at the point where we're ordering, 13,000 pairs of socks that will be here in a couple weeks. And we have all the systems in place to just light that on fire and just sell. And it's taken us a little over a year to get to this point, but every bit of that has been value along the way. So final thoughts, if you have an idea, just go freaking try it. Don't hesitate. Don't waste too much time like developing everything and making sure everything's perfect. Get the basic idea out there and just go do it.
Do it! Just do it!
That's the thing, execute. Knowledge is worthless without execution. Adios amigos, I appreciate you watching this video. Please like the thumbs up little button right below here or here. There's a little thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to my channel, which I think is up here or down here, there's a red button that says subscribe. Click it, that helps my channel grow. I appreciate it. If there's any content that you would like to see specifically, let me know. This is a daily vlog, but I want to interject the things that I learn along the way. I have not forgotten my theme of making $1 million, and that's what I plan to do. And I plan to do it through feeding my brain, by reading every day, and by executing on the things that I learn. So tomorrow I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the books that I'm reading, some of my goals and strategies that I have towards completing my goals. So be sure to check in tomorrow. And as always, daily vlogs, daily videos. Sam Bischoff, peace.